most intense, thrilling, electrifying sport on the planet. Mixed martial arts. You've been looking for the definitive podcast to call your new home to hear everything about it. The search is over. This is the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. Bringing you the hottest MMA breakdowns straight from the heart of the octagon. This show is all about MMA breakdowns. For fans, by fans. We're talking UFC, MMA, and the occasional big boxing match. We'll bring our unique take on how these fights are going to play out and who we think are the best bets. Welcome to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. And now your hosts, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and Alex Pip, a.k.a. Pip's Piano Tips.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the MMAnomaly Show, No Filter. I'm your host, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and with me, as usual, is Pip's Piano Tips. My guy, Mr. Pip. It is Friday. Not Friday Junior, as we usually do this on. It is Friday proper, and my gosh, I gotta tell you, I couldn't be happier. It's been a long week, and I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I'm very much looking forward to the early fight card. We don't have a fight night. We have a fight day, a fight morning, a fight breakfast, brunch situation here. It starts at 10 a.m. for me, which I think is, 1 p.m. for you?
1 o'clock, yes, sir.
Brother, you might actually get to see some sunlight after the main card wraps up.
There's a chance.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for it, man. So on that note, it is Friday. How the hell are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy the weekend's here, man. I got some flooring that we got to install this weekend, so got a good line of fights coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just happy, whatever you want to call it, Friday Senior. He's officially here. How you doing, brother?
Baby. I'm doing good, man. No complaints. It's another beautiful day in paradise. That's a lie. It's 104 fucking degrees in paradise today. Could do without that, if I'm being honest here and calling a spade a spade. But you know, a lot of big things coming, right? I'm excited for the week to come. Next week should be a pretty big week for the show. We're not going to be doing them live, but we are going to be doing a couple of interviews. I'm looking to interview an influencer boxer. I'm looking to interview a boxer that has actually fought in the WBC, former title holder, and also has a loss to Terrence Bud Crawford. And I'm looking to interview an up-and-coming female MMA fighter on the regional scene who I think is capable of doing big things. So very excited about that, and just excited to be off of work, to be honest. I'll probably sneak into the office since my home is my office and get some stuff done this weekend, but it'll be nice to do it without my Slack going off or the emails firing, hopefully, God willing, inshallah. And like I said, we have a great fight card. So let's go ahead and start off at the top of the fight card here, folks. We have a featherweight banger between Movsar, Evloev, and Lerone, the Miracle Murphy. I mean, look, I'll take the lead on this one. I'll let you take the lead on the next one. This is a fascinating fight to me, folks. Movsar, listen, elite level fighter, but the guy fights once a year at best. Like, that's if we're lucky, right? Meanwhile, Lerone Murphy has been on an absolute tear and staying active, fighting twice a year in most cases, and leveling up every single time he makes that walk. That activity matters. That rhythm matters. And Murphy's striking is cleaner, sharper. I think he's going to be the one dictating the pace and setting the tone across the start to finish of the fight. Movsar is going to shoot. He always does. Like, let's again call a spade here. But Murphy's takedown defense and scrambling have quietly become top tier stuff here. My prediction is that Murphy keeps it standing, stuffs enough takedowns, and edges a decision win victory in a very high level competitive fight. What do you think, Pip?
I like the way we're starting off because I think we're already disagreeing on this one, so I love it. In the main event, yeah, we've got like you said, I mean, it's a great and it's a meaningful fight. I mean, this one's for the number one contender spot here. We've got Evloev. He's on a 19-fight win streak. Lerone Murphy, including his amateur fights, he's on a 21-fight win streak. Evloev is, I mean, he's an elite-level grappler. Good trips with force to them as well. They're not just like good time takedowns. I mean, he forces you to the ground. He's got good scrambles. Even if he's in a bad spot, he's got great reversals. And I mean, Mozavar has really good cardio as well. He's not really looking to finish you, but he just mauls you when he's on top. He uses the striking to set up his takedowns. He looks for positional control. He will pepper you with shots, but they're definitely not the most meaningful until he gets you on the ground. Against Murphy, I mean, he's a great striker. He's got a lot of power to him, good body kicks. He likes that jab and those looping cross combos. And he can grapple offensively, but he lacks the defense. And I think we saw that against his last fight with Pico. Murphy really didn't have an answer for the grappling. Yes, he was able to land that spinning elbow and catch him, and it was impressive, but that's not how I see, Evloev getting most of the takedowns. I think he's going to look to, land trips. He's going to look for slams, back you up with strikes, and then catching you with, catch your legs as you move back or something like that. All the takedowns he does, I mean, they're always set up. I don't think Evloev is going to give Murphy the respect that he usually gets in a fight. I think he's gonna pressure Murphy. I think he's gonna stick against him on the cage, drag him down. Murphy might clip Evloev with an elbow or a knee up the middle, but Mozavar, I mean, he's got a chin. I think he's gonna be able to take some of those big shots. I think he's gonna smother him on the ground. I think Evloev is gonna take this fight by unanimous decision, as he's done in every single one of his 9 fights in the UFC.
Wow. Also worth noting, since you're an Evloev guy, Evloev's last finish was in a 5-round fight in round 5.
Okay.
I think that's like plus 4,000 right now, which is just
getting a finish.
Uncanny odds. Getting a finish in round 5.
I tell you, he's gonna get it by UD.
I think you might be right. If he does get it done, that's how I see it going. I would see him getting a unanimous decision. If he's able to get on top, he's sticky, bro. He's so sticky when he gets top position, and he's tough to get off you. So I could see it going that way. Like I said, even in my breakdown, I said it's going to be a close, competitive fight. It's not going to be one way. It's not going to be one-sided at all. Tyler Betts, my guy. What's up, Tyler? Who you got in this one? You got Movsar Evloev, or you got Lerone Murphy, my guy. Let us know who you're betting on this week. And in the next one, we have another featherweight banger, staying in the same weight class, going to a couple guys down the ladder. Luke Riley coming in against Michael Aswell. My goodness, my gracious me. This Luke Riley kid, he's just trying to be active, huh? I love it. I love to see it. He's one of the guys that trains with Patty, but I'll get into that in my breakdown. I'm going to let you take the lead on this one, as I stated I would. Pip, what are you taking here?
Now, I mean, I'm really hyped for Luke Riley. Not sure why he's really on the co-main event, but I guess we're really pushing Riley here, so I'm not going to be too mad at it. Overall, I mean, he is riding a lot of hype. He's undefeated. He went on a tear in Cage Warriors. Now he's coming off a win in his debut. He's a technical striker. He's got some serious power. 9 wins actually coming via knockout. And he's very fast. He's a solid boxer. He's even got good pullback counters. Solid lead left hook as well, and a good tie clinch, and he can land some nasty knees. Definitely struggles with the grappling a little bit. He's decent enough to get back up, but he gets taken down pretty easily and often. It's something he needs to work on, but I don't see much of the threat coming from Aswell. Aswell kind of just reminds me of like a really bad BSD. I mean, lots of looping hooks. Just likes to play the hand fighting game and has terrible defense. Thank you. And with that terrible defense, I mean, playing that hand fighting game, I mean, the one issue is it causes him to get hit, and it causes him to get hit in the face. And frankly, Luke Riley is not a guy you want to get hit in the face by. So I see this fight kind of playing out like the Oki fight. I think Riley's going to do bad things to Michael Aswell. So give me Luke Riley by KO in the second round. What do you got on this one, Uncle Olin?
I got Luke as well, man. And I like the second round. I'll be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even a first round finish. This is a pretty fun clash of styles, as you kind of alluded to. Like Luke Riley, look, he's one of Patty's guys, but both these Patty guys that train with him, they bring very different things to the octagon with them. In his case, he's a certified knockout artist. With 9 of his 12 wins coming by way of KO, he is dangerous everywhere the fight takes place on the feet, and he can get it done anywhere he needs to on the feet. Aswell, though, he's tough as nails. He does have a lot of holes in his game, but he's also never been finished. He's only lost by decision professionally. So in this fight, something's got to give, folks. And I think Riley is just too explosive early on. He's going to look to pressure, land big, and test that durability in a way that Aswell really hasn't felt yet in his career. I trust the power, and I trust the camp. Luke Riley gets it done in round 2 with vicious KO. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens in round 1, but I'm picking round 2, just like my guy Pip. Straight right hand over the top. I think there's going to be an opening for it as his opponent keeps his hands down. Aswell's chin finally is going to meet something it cannot handle. Give me Riley to keep that perfect record intact and crack him early and crack him often. Love to see it, bro.
I like that. Thank
Useless.
I appreciate it.
Bro, Pip is awesome. He's a fucking legend. Fact. Let's go, my guy. Got to go Evloev decision, but not counting Murphy out. See, like, I agree with that. That's okay. I'm not mad at that. I picked Murphy. But again, I picked Murphy, but I could see it going Evloev decision. I just think Murphy's, the activity matters, man. Keeping that rhythm in the octagon twice a year matters. And I think it's going to pay dividends for him. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm wrong. Also, I got to say, all of us that were talking shit about USADA, got to take those words back. Do you see Evloev's fucking physique these days?
Oh, yeah.
He's on all the Russian juice, bro. And I'm not talking about that like green machine fucking nasty shit I just drank before the show. That's not what he's on. He's on the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. The stuff you've inject. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the welterweight. The big boys, bigger boys here. Michael Venom Page, MVP, coming in against Sam Patterson. This one hurts, folks. Like Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson. I hate this fight. And so does MVP and Sam Patterson. They've trained together for years. They're friends. And there are so many other opponents they could have respectfully been matched up against. It's awkward as hell. Like, let's just call a spade here. These guys don't want to fight each other, but they're doing it anyway. But when the bell rings, MVP is still the superior athlete. He's on another level when it comes to the striking specifically. And like, again, make no mistake about it, Patterson is a great guy to watch. Like, he is dangerous. He knows how to fight long. He can be very tricky out there in the pocket as well. But MVP's distance control, power, and timing are not only top tier, I would say they're elite level. So my prediction on this one is I think MVP keeps it at range. I think he keeps it standing, picks him apart at range with the jab, and then sets up strong shots to either get a late finish via TKO or a clean unanimous decision win if he doesn't feel like really putting the lights out in the O2 arena against his boy, Sam Patterson. What are your thoughts on this one, Pip?
Yeah, I like it. I like the way you sum that up. But I mean, yeah, this fight is it's a really fun fight. I think it should be the co-main event, in my opinion. We all know and love MVP at this point. He's always putting on really fun performances. Just kind of that point karate fighter. He's very creative. He's very fast. He's really good at getting the timing and range. And it's crazy how fast Page is too. I mean, he's able to stay outside and then land a big shot in the pocket and then right back out before a blink of an eye. Sam Patterson started out more of a, he was more known for his grappling, but he's put together 2 knockouts in his last 2. He's on a 4-fight win streak, and he's going to need to utilize his grappling. But like you said, I mean, I think MVP does Michael Venom Page things. I think Page creates good space with good footwork. I think he's going to be hard to track down. Patterson, he's not going to be able to, pressure Page. He's not going to be able to catch him against the fence. Shoot, if he does shoot big, they're usually more telegraphed shots. So I could really see MVP kind of catching him with a knee. If Patterson wants to keep this a striking match, all he really has is a 1-2. And MVP has seen this all day against way better strikers and grapplers for that matter at a higher level. So give me Michael Venom Page by KO. I think he's going to catch him with a knee at some point, just kind of on a sloppy takedown, or maybe even a straight right hand as he's leaping in. Just kind of a nasty follow-up shots. But I'm going with a KO in round 1.
I love it, man. I love it. MVP would beat CM Punk. Yeah, I actually agree with that, Yuri. Also love the name. Love the display picture too. Just fantastic stuff all around. Let us know who you're picking in this fight, as well as the upcoming one here. We're talking about light heavyweight now. Iwo Baranuski coming in against Austen. Stay in your lane. That should be his nickname. Come on, stay in your lane.
I like that.
It's fucking fun.
Nice.
Iwo Baranuski is an absolute monster. He's a terrifying human being, and just God, I wouldn't want to fight him. Did you see his last fight against Iwo? Like Iwo versus Iwo, loser has to change his name to Steve. Like, come on, bro. Steve Aslan is upset. Dude, yeah, like. there were multiple times my significant other was looking at the TV yelling, is the ref going to stop this? And I'm like, no, keep watching. Because I had to rewind it. She was getting a drink for us when the entire fight took place.
It didn't last very long.
Didn't last very long. She missed the whole fight. I was like, no, I'm going to rewind. You have to see this. We can catch up after. It's fine. They're going to kill time with promos because they have like 10 to 15 minutes to kill now. That fight didn't last very long at all. So, yeah, fantastic fight in his last fight. But tell us how you see this fight going, Pip.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing, I don't even know how you said his last name. I've got it on here. Iwo Barneski. That's how I'm going to call him.
Barianowski.
Baron, yeah, fuck that. Barneski. So he gave us one of the best fights against Iwo. It just the most, like I said, the most skilled bar fight that I've ever seen. And that was my fight of the year last year. I mean, he's durable, he's fast, he's got good counters, he's very powerful. Against Austen Lane, who's coming down to light heavyweight, which I don't think is really going to help him that much. I think he's going to have he'll have a size advantage, but he's slow to begin with, and moving down against faster competition, I don't think this helps in his case at all. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He's been a bit chinny. He got subbed by Petrino and knocked out by Pinto. I think he's going to get flatlined again. I think Iwo is going to be too much on the feet. I think he's going to stuff the takedowns. He's going to get in Austin's face. He's going to, back him up. He's going to chin him with a bad hook. So I see Barneski getting this one done in the first round as well via some kind of overhand or hook.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. No lies detected. Austen Lane, look, he's a former NFL guy. Let's be honest. His UFC run, it's been rough at best. He's like 1-3 in the UFC. Most of his fights in the same way, which is, of course, him getting violently knocked out and added to his opponent's knockout highlight reel. Now he's cutting to 206 pounds, which is interesting, right? Because he's running into a fucking buzzsaw at 206. Iwo Barianowski is a problem. Fight of the year contender last year, as we said, against Ibo Aslan. Elite level striking, brutal power in the pocket, and not afraid of an absolute firefight. I think Iwo puts him away, and yeah, I think it's another brutal KO that's going to get added to somebody else's highlight reel. I can't believe Lane made weight either, Useless. I'm genuinely shocked. I thought it was going to end up being missed weight and then turned into a catchweight situation, but I was impressed that he made the weight.
He did it.
But the thing is, he gets knocked out at heavyweight, so he's depleting that much water, and there's water coming from up there too, bud. Like, I think he's going to get absolutely demolished in there. Iwo by sub KO is like minus 300 going to parlay it. That's not bad at all, bro. That's not bad at all. What's the straight knockout line on that, Grimy? I'll have to open up my betting app. I actually haven't looked at the lines for any of this. I haven't made any bets yet this week. I'll have to do that at the end of the show. But I digress. Yeah, man, I just see this one going very poorly for Austen Lane. I think this is going to be a retirement fight for him. He's going to get sent packing outside of the UFC, and Iwo Barianowski is just going to improve his tear through the light heavyweight division. And in the next fight, this next one is a very fun one. It's a middleweight bout between Roman Dolidze and CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan. Super close fight. I think this is a very close fight. I'm taking the dog in it. And make no mistake, like, CLD is slick. He's technical, super fucking dangerous. He is everything they say he is. He is that guy. But I just think that Roman might have more paths to victory in this one. I think he'll probably look to grapple, clinch, and utilize the dirty boxing in this one to end up working his way into making this fight as ugly as absolute possible. And let's be honest, folks, that's his best path to victory. He has to make this an ugly fight if he wants to beat CLD. I think he's going to mix it up. I think he's going to pressure and grind out a decision win in a very, very competitive fight. I could see it being a split decision, but give me Roman Dolidze in this one. What do you think, Pip? Am I sipping crazy juice here?
I think you are sipping some crazy juice. I mean, coming off the loss that he just had to Fluffy, and that's kind of my biggest thing. I mean, he got absolutely dog-walked in that fight. He's a decent grappler. He has some submissions, but he hasn't really been able to utilize them at this level. I don't think he has any submission wins in the UFC. He's got some power, but he's not a great striker overall. He's got some overhands, usually looking to land shots while on top, though. And Duncan, I mean, he's a creative striker. I mean, wide base, long arms. He actually has a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight, and he does have some KO power. He likes to throw a lot of spinning attacks. He does a lot of his best work when his opponents are, back up against the cage. He uses good wrist control as well to just land elbows. It's really fun to watch. And I think Leroy is just taking this fight. And let me tell you why. Leroy has more methods to win this fight. Dolidze is open to the leg kicks. He's not great at defending body kicks, and he throws a lot of looping shots. And I always say, straight beats looping every time, so Leroy's going to have a lot of opportunities to counter with straights. I think Leroy will be open to takedowns, but I trust his ability to get back to the feet, and I think the takedown defense will look improved in this matchup here. I think Leroy is going to control the fight for the most part. I think Leroy is going to be the first person to finish Dolidze, so I'm going to say that he's actually going to back Dolidze up against the fence, start landing some bombs, control the wrist, land some elbows, and then Dolidze just throws a hook. Leroy catches him with that straight hand, so give me Leroy knocking out Dolidze in round 2.
So my only pushback against that is CLD's only 2 real tough oppositions that he's fought were Armin Petrosian and Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez, and both those guys beat him up in a unanimous decision. Meanwhile, across from him, you have a dude who fought Marvin Vettori twice, Kevin Holland.
Marvin Vettori's
bro. Marvin Vettori is not ass, dude. I will fight you. Your fucking flyweight ass. Anthony Hernandez, who is definitely not fucking mid. Jack Hermanson, and we're talking 2022 Jack Hermanson, not the Jack Hermanson who'd ever been knocked out, bro. So fucking come correct right now. Kyle Daukaus, who fought his way back into the UFC.
But he was not doing well when he fought Daukaus.
Okay. All right. He also beat Daukaus.
So it's a good win.
Yeah, it's a good win. That's what I'm saying. He also beat Anthony Smith, Kevin Holland, Marvin Vettori. His only losses are Anthony Hernandez and Nasruddin Imavov.
Look, I hear what you're saying. But I'm going Duncan all day on this one.
Cry damn, Olin with the threats over Marvin. I wouldn't die on that hill. It was an empty threat. I was joking, bro. I wouldn't die on that hill either. When is the first Pip fight companion? Everyone's dying to know. We'll have to set one up.
I know. There's a good chance I might do it for the Izzy card. If y'all want to see me go absolutely crazy, Izzy's my favorite fighter. He's right here at all times. I might do one for that.
What date is that? Do you know?
I think it's 28th.
Of this month?
Yeah, March.
It's next weekend?
I think it's
already?
next week. Yeah, I think it's next week.
Christ. That is
Come on,
next weekend.
if you want to do one with me, brother, let's do it.
I mean, it might need to happen. I'll have to look at the calendar and see if we have anything on the calendar for that weekend. But if we don't, it's a date, bro.
All right.
I'm excited about how many of these we're disagreeing on as well. This is a fun
going well.
Very fun one. It's going well. It's going well, you could say. Featherweight fight next between Kurtis Campbell and Danny Silva. This is an interesting one. This is definitely an interesting one. And Pip's going to tell you why.
I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, Kurtis Campbell, I mean, he's an undefeated prospect coming off a KO win in Dana White Contender Series. I think he kind of looks like Asmongold, if anybody's familiar. But anyway, he's an awkward striker. He's got a lot of power. He's very fast. He's even got good calf kicks as well. He's got some decent grappling, good timing on his double legs, body locks. I mean, he's even got some slick back takes. The one thing that he does really well is just mixing that striking and the grappling together. And against Danny Silva, who he's a decent boxer. He's coming off a decision loss to Kevin Vallejos, which is a good name. Danny's a high-volume striker, lots of hooks and elbows, lots of pressure. He's got some grappling, but I don't know if it plays to the level of Kurtis Campbell. I think Danny's going to be a little bit better on his feet. I think Kurtis is going to be a little bit better on the ground. So I think that's kind of what this is going to come down to. This is not a fight that I'm betting on. I'm leaning towards Kurtis Campbell, though. I think he's going to be able to find some shots as Danny rushes in, get Danny to the ground. I think it's going to be a hard-fought decision win for Kurtis Campbell. But this one I'm definitely going to be tuning into. But give me Kurtis by decision.
I like it. And I'm right there with you. I'm definitely picking Kurtis. This feels like a momentum pick. Campbell just seems like the more composed, well-rounded fighter here. I think he'll control the pace. I think he'll avoid the big mistakes and look to edge out the fight with his grappling here, as you alluded to. I see this one kind of playing out like the steady chess player versus someone still trying to figure out the board, if I'm being honest. And I just think that Campbell's grappling is a real problem. But on top of his grappling, he's got knockout power. Like the dude in the Contender Series in that fight against Demba Sek, he hit a knee and then followed up with punches and elbows. Like we talked about this in the breakdown like earlier in the week, right? He's one of these guys that as soon as he gets you hurt, he's like styling on you, landing something of everything, fucking just throwing shit in there. It's nasty. I love it. Every limb, bro. Like Art of 8 limb shit. Muay Thai all day. Muay Thai till I die. Or you, or till you die. I like this guy. They also gave him custom shorts. The Pink Panther got the pink shorts. Not sure why this guy's getting to pick his own color shorts in his debut when they wouldn't even give Danny Ige red shorts. Make it make sense. I mean, we used to let these guys customize their shorts. I miss those days. Truly, like whenever we watch other promotions, like one, and we see the custom shorts, that's the first thing my significant other says is, wow, the walkouts are sick. And look at their fucking fight kits. Like, those are awesome. They show so much personality. I wish we could work our way back to that. But
except for the condom that was on the ass. The condom brand.
Oh, I mean, that was funny. That was funny.
The Speedos.
Placement. I remember one guy wore a Speedo in his UFC fight.
Yeah.
That was
Dana
fantastic.
White hated it.
He was not a fan. 10 out of 10 would not recommend if you're trying to make Dana White your friend. My goodness. Yeah, let's move on. To the lightweight division, folks. For a bout between Mason the Dragon Jones and Axel Sola. I kept wanting to call this guy Sosa. Like every time I was writing my notes, I would write Sosa. I even have it on my like main thing. It's wrote Sosa, but I'm glad I caught that. So yeah, it's Axel Sola, right? Mason, we're just gonna jump into it, is the epitome of a well-rounded fighter. He can win by submission or decision, but if you want to stand and bang, it's a mistake because he's got dynamite in both hands. He can get the TKO finish as well. His opponent, Axel Sola, is undefeated and impressive in his own right? He hasn't fought any real UFC caliber opponents though. And I know what you're thinking. He beat Reese McKee in the UFC. What do you mean he hasn't fought UFC caliber people? Reese McKee is 1-3 in the UFC. And that that just rhymes because it was meant to be. His only win came by way of doctor stoppage, talking about Reese McKee. So like, as Shania Twain once said, that don't impress me much. I think Mason Jones gets it done by TKO, probably in round 2, maybe early round 3. He's probably going to walk Sola down, mix up the levels here, and drop him with body shots that end up turning into a ground and pound finish. I think the Dragon is coming out on Saturday and breathing fire, folks. Pip, am I crazy here, or are you taking the Dragon?
I love it. I'm taking Mason Jones all day on this one. Mason Jones versus Axel Sola. It's definitely an interesting match. I mean, Mason Jones is doing very well since coming back to the UFC. I mean, he's putting together wins over Jeremy Stevens and Oki, who we just saw fight. Both fights were great performances. He could be a real problem, honestly, for the welterweight division. And the welterweight division has so much talent already. He's, like you said, he's very well rounded, a technical striker which is a wide arsenal. Good deep kicks to the body, good boxing, can land some spinning elbows as well. There's a good ability to mix in the takedowns as well. And he's fairly well set up too. I mean, he pops out the jabs, the straight hands behind it, or a good hook or whatever, and then he's throwing shots. He's getting you to back up. He's landing takedowns. And I have to mention as well, I mean, he can recover very well. If he gets hit with a big shot, he's good at kind of resetting the fight and being able to recover off of that. And against damn, I did it too. I called him Sosa. Axel, who's a striker, he's long, rangy, fights with a wide base. He's powerful in his left hand, fast and snappy kicks. But I'm picking Mason Jones on this one. The pressure and aggression that he puts on, I think it's going to be too much. I think he's going to look for counters. Axel, I think he can be easily backed up. I think he's actually going to spend more time focusing on counters rather than landing his own offense. I see Mason just doing work against the cage, being able to mix in those takedowns, using good momentum as well, or head movement to avoid those big shots and just wear Axel out. I'm going to say he gets a choke. I'm going to go sometime in round 3. I think Axel's tired. He shoots in real sloppy. Mason gets his neck. So give me Mason Jones by submission round 3.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I definitely think it goes to finish. Grimy said, McKee looks so much better at this weight class, though, Olin, but I do agree he loses. See, thank you. McKee does look better at the weight class he's in currently, but he doesn't win fights in the UFC, unfortunately. And it's no flack on him. Like, this is the highest caliber of fighters, and unfortunately, it's tough. Like, he just doesn't have the strength and pop in his strikes, and his jiu-jitsu is not top tier enough to really make the differential for him. But man, he's got heart and he's fun to watch fight. But man, moving into the featherweight division, Pip, we have one between Nathaniel, carved of wood, which is really what I wish his nickname would be, and Losene Keita. This one may or may not end up being a crazy pick for me, but I'm going to let you go first, and let's find out. I see you taking a sip of your alcoholic beverage. I haven't done a sip of mine since we started the show, so...
Oh, I'll let you pour up while I take this one away. But I mean, I'm kind of worried about my boy Wood against
Cheers
Keita.
to you, brother.
Oh, let's do it. Give me an excuse to wet the whistle. Good stuff. We got a little. Since Nella Cola hasn't been sponsoring me, today's episode is presented by Canada Dry.
That's right.
Anyway.
Anything but dry.
Anyway, no, I mean, I'm kind of worried about it. He's got a lot of potential. And Keita's finally making his debut. I mean, he was supposed to fight back in September against Pitbull, but he declined the fight after he missed weight. He's got a great highlight reel. I mean, some great knockouts at the end of a lot of time. He's looking at the ref like, you should probably stop this. He's very explosive. He's got nasty left hooks, clean right counters. Overall, just a pretty solid striker. He does have an issue when he's getting into the pocket. He kind of just throws all kinds of hooks and overhands, so he does kind of leave himself open to counters. And Nathaniel Wood can crack too. I mean, Wood has been looking really good as of late on a 3-fight win streak. I think the striking can be competitive, but I think Nathaniel Wood's going to be able to edge it out anywhere else. I think Wood's going to have a lot of pressure. I think he's going to be able to back Keita up with his striking, catch him in the clinch, land some good trips, be able to land some good offense as well from the top. But I think Wood gets sloppy, just trying to stand up. Wood has more experience, and I'm kind of seeing this go as the similar to the last one that I predicted. But I think he's going to be sloppy. He's going to get tired. He's going to try and get up. Just not do a good job at it, and Wood has just a lot more experience at this level, so I'm hoping that he's going to get the rear naked choke sometime in round 3. Who you got on this one?
I got Wood.
Yeah.
I got Wood. I mean, this is my dog of the week, brother. This is my dog of the week, genuinely, and I don't lie about this. It's my dog pick of the week, folks. Let me tell you why. I like this guy. I think he's gritty as fuck. And carved of wood, as I like to call him, versus Losene Keita is a tale of the old junkyard dog versus the young up-and-comer, right? There's not a ton of age that separates them, only 4 years, but as far as experience in the UFC goes, I think Nathaniel Wood's been here. He's the guy. And I like the dog in this one enough to make him my dog of the week for a reason. I think Nathaniel Wood gets this done via decision. I think he's the more technical striker. He's the better wrestler. And for those reasons, combined with the fact that he has outstanding cardio, I think he's going to outpoint Keita for 15 minutes. Classic Wood performance, gritty, smart, and gets his hands raised in the end. I also would not be surprised if it's a late finish via submission. If he takes the back and Keita gets sloppy at all, or makes any kind of just fundamental flaws or fundamental just errors, Daniel Wood is very, very fundamentally sound. I think he's going to be able to just cinch something in. So, yeah, I like it. Grimy, I like Wood here, especially after round 1. Sloppy Wood. Brother, ain't nothing sloppy about that guy. He's fundamental as fuck. Like, genuinely.
You don't have Wood, Grimy? Who do you got, Grimy?
Grimy, don't be bitter because you don't get Wood often. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. That was a fire ass. That was a great song. Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do, Grimy. Love to see it, brother. Love to see it.
Look at these two studs right on screen.
Bang. Bang. 2 tickets to the gun show, bro.
You gotta stop it, Ola. Now I'm getting worried.
Oh gosh, don't do it. Did you hear that? That was Pip. Oh, terrible jokes. It happens. So let's jump on into the heavyweight division. Let's have a heavy conversation here, Pip, about Mario Pinto Beans. Again, not his nickname. Should be. Probably should be. Coming in against Felipe Franco. I'm going to keep this one very short and sweet. I'm not going to give you much of a breakdown. I think Mario Pinto has the power advantage. I think he knocks out more guys than he doesn't. He's undefeated for a fucking reason. Dude looks like a titan when he goes in there. And Franco, I mean, he's not quite undefeated, but he's as close as you could be to being undefeated, right? Only one loss. I think he leaves openings, though. And from what I've seen in his fights, the guy leaves his hands down. He's very arrogant because he has 7 wins by KO. He thinks that he's kind of untouchable to an extent. And it has been a very long time since he's lost, right? I mean, his last loss was, back in the amateur days? No, that's not right. This is fucking Pinto that I'm looking at here. His last loss was much more frequent than that. Yeah, Freddie Vidal, rear naked choke, round 3, 2025. So just last year in September. This is his first UFC fight too. I think the bright lights are really going to get to him. And going against somebody like a Mario Pinto, who has already beat Jonathan Deniz, Austen Lane, and Lucas Camacho in the Contender Series. By the way, whole 3 by way of knockout in under 3 rounds. Under 2 rounds, if we're being completely frank here. I think the knockout line is pretty live here. While you give your breakdown, I'm gonna get logged into Bet Online, and I'm gonna look at these lines to see if there's any money on round 1 and round 2, because I don't see it going to round 3, boys.
Nah, I'm right there with you with a round 2 finish. I mean, Mario Pinto Bean, I really like that. I mean, he's an undefeated prospect. He's looked really good since joining the UFC as well. He's pretty well-rounded. He's a good striker, good right hands and check hooks, good feints as well. I mean, he's a decent grappler. He's got good positional control, and he can land some nasty elbows from on top. Felipe Franco, his second chance in the UFC, he did get submitted in Dana White Contender Series back in September. And he looks good, but I don't really know if it translates at this level. He has some power, but so does everybody else at this weight class. I mean, he's got some grappling ability, but I don't see him do a whole lot with it as well. There's a submission threat, but I don't think Pinto's going to have much of an issue here. I think Pinto's going to be on a different level. I think he takes the fight by pretty much however he wants. He's got the size advantage. He's a real heavyweight. He's a better striker. I think he can stay at range and even pick him apart. And if he wants to, he can get inside, drag him down, dominate him on the mat. I've got Mario Pinto all day on this one. Whether it's a knockout or submission, I'm picking Mario Pinto. And like you said, I don't think it really goes past, the second round when it does end.
He only has 1 submission win to his name, and that was a decent amount of time ago, back in 2022 against Maxwell Jantu Nana. Oh, Nana. You got rear naked choked. Oh, Nana. It was, sorry, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was too low-hanging fruit. I do like the lines, though. I do like the lines a lot. An awful lot. So we have a plus 200 line on round 1 knockout and a plus 375 line on a round 2 knockout. So I'm going to do a half unit on both. Half unit on round 1 gets you 1 full unit back exactly. Half unit on round 2 gets you just under 2 full units back. Boom. We're there. That one's locked in. Locked and loaded, kids. I think that's fun. Oh, yeah, BKFC is on. Who's fighting BKFC tonight? I feel like that wasn't really advertised very well. I also found out about PFL from a podcast earlier today while I was already live.
I got an email from Tapology.
PFL. What was it? It was 1 today, right? Or no, it was PFL. It was PFL.
So one's usually on Friday, but I got an email from Tapology about PFL today.
Yeah, PFL. I watched some of the fights. There's some nasty, visceral fucking knockouts on that card today, bro. They might not have the best marketing. They might not have the best fighters in the world. They do have some of them, though, like Dakota Tcheva. But man, their knockouts are fucking hard, bro. They're almost comically fun to watch. You know what I mean? Like Looney Tunes style knockouts.
100%.
Speaking of Looney Tunes, this next one might end with some Looney Tunes moments, folks. Didn't even plan that segue, but middleweight bout between Antonio Trocoli and, my gosh, I know my co-host is going to love saying this name out loud, Mantas Kondratavicius. I may or may not have practiced that one in the mirror after I showered today.
Kondratavicius. Yeah. Huh?
Brother, that was, hold on. Can we get this man an honest round of applause? Come on, take a bow, Pit. Dude, my guy. Jeez Louise. That was fantastic. Jimbo's old lady liked it too. Let's go.
Thank you, Mama.
So, yeah, man. Tell us how you feel about Mr. Kondratavicius.
Yeah,
and Mr. Trocoli.
Kondratavicius, young prospect coming off a win, Dana White Contender Series. Good rangy striker, good teep kicks as well. Strong right hands, and can be a little scrappy if he needs to. He's not a complete slouch on the ground either. He's got 2 submission wins. While it's not the strongest asset, he definitely has it in his back pocket. Against Trocoli, which honestly, not really sure why he's still in the UFC anymore at this point. He's 0-3, got knocked out in his debut, lost via high elbow gilly back-to-back in his last 2 fights. He's not a great striker either. I mean, he stands in front of you with not a lot of output. I think Mantas does bad things here. I think he's going to piece him up. He's going to put him away in the second round. I see Mantas just kind of picking Trocoli apart from the distance, eventually landing that right hand as he's backing up, and then Trocoli gets, then he gets cut, essentially. So give me Mantas Kondratavicius by KO in round 2. Who you got on this one?
Well, I will never effing ever pick Antonio Trocoli, the guy who beat his former wife, Mackenzie Dern. Can't do it. That's why they got divorced. He was arrested for battery or assault.
I did not know that.
Fun facts. That's why we're called the No Filter Show here, folks.
Fuck Trocoli.
Yeah, fuck Trocoli. I'm not a fan. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. He only really got into the UFC because he was known as Mackenzie Dern's husband, and I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach, possibly. And then, as you stated, he got choked out twice in the UFC. He is 0-3 in the UFC. He is on a 3-fight losing streak. Jimbo's old lady, as he should be. Come on. And I think this makes 4. Like, Mantas Kondratavicius is a stud. He's got a dangerous striking arsenal, and 75% of his wins, that's 6 for those of you that are bad at math, by knockout to back it up. He's also racked up 2 submission wins, which is an absolute fucking problem for somebody whose last name rhymes with broccoli. It's also worth noting his only loss is by submission, and Mr. Trocoli has gotten almost half of his MMA career wins via submission. So could he come out here and get the upset and get the win? Yes. Do I think he does? No, I think momentum and the arsenal of striking still favor Mantas. Give me Kondratavicius by TKO round 2. I think he keeps it standing. I think he picks Antonio Trocoli apart at range. I think something that Pip noted earlier that I really liked is the teep kicks of Kondratavicius. I think they're very, very noteworthy. They're something to watch. He throws them very straight. He throws them with no tail, no setup. And those things, they don't do a ton of damage, but they keep range. And they poke and they prod and they're uncomfortable. Like they're not meant to knock you out. They're meant to push you back. They're meant to sometimes even knock you down or off balance to set the next thing up. And I think that that's what's going to happen in this one. I think by round 2, he's going to be picking him apart. And I think that skid number is going to hit 4, and then he's going to get cut from the UFC. Give me Mantas by standing TKO finish.
I like it.
I just think he's better everywhere, man. And in the heavyweight division, speaking of better everywhere, this is an interesting one because usually when I'm saying somebody is better everywhere, it's the more experienced, more veteran fighter, more savvy fighter. And, unless there's a huge age gap. And this one, there's but a 1-year age gap, right? We're talking about Louie Sutherland and Brando Peticic. Or maybe it's Peticic. But either way, 31 years old versus 32 years old, 6'4" versus 6'2" when it comes to the height. There is a 3.5-inch reach advantage for the taller guy, Brando Peticic, and a 20-pound advantage for Louie Sutherland. So Louie is the larger man, or denser man, I should say, while his opposition is the bigger, taller, longer man. If you remember Louie the Vanilla Gorilla Sutherland, it's likely due to seeing his crazy jacked pic on Tapology. I remember seeing it. He looks like fucking Bane. He's like, I was born in the darkness. And then you were very disappointed, along with the rest of us, when you saw his actual physique in the UFC octagon across from Walter Walker, a fight in which he got heel hooked in less than a minute and a half. He's just another guy that got given the big shot in the UFC, made it in, and either A, got exposed against a high-level jiu-jitsu guy, or B, The bright lights simply got to him. And maybe it was not really a good depiction of what he has to offer. But make no mistake, Brando the Balkan Bear Pericic, he might not be nearly as experienced, right? 5-1 against 10-4 here. But make no mistake about it, he is the better fighter in my opinion. I think he's going to out-grapple Louie. I think he's going to control the cage and either cruise to a win via decision, or I could see him getting a submission or late ground and pound finish over Louie if Louie accepts the position on the bottom and doesn't fight the hands and try to work his way to the top. Give me Brando here. I think the newcomer gets it done. He just looks so strong, man. Like when I was watching tape on this guy, I realized two things. His grappling is very high level, especially for a heavyweight, and his hands are extremely heavy, bro. Especially for somebody who's, 20 pounds below the limit? Like, it's wild stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you all day. I mean, Louie Sutherland really hasn't impressed me too much. He's got some boxing, some offensive grappling, but other than that, I mean, he's not very active. I mean, the takedown defense isn't there. He's just another blob in the heavyweight division, in my opinion. Against Brando Perisic, he's close enough.
I'll allow it.
He's fairly new to MMA, let alone to the UFC. He's got 6 professional fights and 1 win in the UFC. He has a lot more potential than his opposition. He trains with Adesanya at City Kickboxing, and it shows. I mean, a lot of feints, fast hands, good kicks. He can land some nasty shots on top. But I think Brando, he's going to run through Louie. I don't think he moves too much. I think he's going to be there to get hit. I don't think he's going to see the shots coming. Brando's going to have the speed advantage. He's going to look to pick him apart with kicks, stabbing teeps to the body, breaking down Louie Sutherland. So I'm going to go KO late round 1 from Brando Perisic.
Round 1, he says. I like that. I like that a lot.
Round 1.
The next 2, I think we might disagree on here, Pip. I think we might disagree on the next.
All right.
We had a good run. It was good. It was fun while it lasted, but a little virtual handshake for you. We have a lightweight bout between Shaquem Rock, and Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady. Man. I am very curious to hear which direction the pendulum swings on this one for you, my guy. What are you thinking?
Oh, sorry, grimy. Yeah, Hennessy and a little ginger ale do you real good. Sorry, I was reading the comments, but yeah,
he's putting a little pip in his step. I like that, brother.
Pip
He's gonna be playing piano riffs for us by the end of the show.
I got y'all. Now, but Shamrock, he's coming off a loss in his UFC debut. What wasn't too impressive to me for the most part. I think he got dominated in his last few fights. It didn't have much offense, more arm punches than anything. I feel like he spends a lot of time on his back foot and doesn't have great defense. Maybe a good teep kick, but his grappling is definitely his best attribute. But I think he has a tough time with the actual wrestling. If he's able to get you on your back, find a way to a good position, he can cause some issues. But against Al-Selwady, who, honestly, he doesn't really impress me that either, especially on his debut. He looked better than Shamrock, though, against a higher quality opponent. He has some decent movement, a lot of bounce to his step. He can throw some spinning body kicks, and I think he can deal with the grappling of Shamrock. I think his striking is just going to be a little bit better, just kind of jab and back out, maybe catch him with an overhand, or, even hold him against the fence if he wanted to. But I think this is going to be a fairly lackluster fight, but I'm taking Al-Selwady, and I think he's going to get the decision win. Who you got on this one?
I knew we were gonna break up the band on this one. I'm taking Shaq Rock, and as my boy Grimy said, I don't know. I'm picking Shim. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, dude.
It's
I
not
agree.
A great fight.
Bro, I'm going light this week too. The lines are too wide for money line. I agree, bro. I agree. Or maybe you meant for my liking. Either way, I agree. What's up, Grimy? You got a lock? I'm betting real light again this week because I'm going to UFC Seattle and hammering Izzy. Let's go, bro. Hope we have a fucking blast.
Dub.
Hope you have the time of your life, Tyler Betts. If you've been, I hope this is the best event you go to or have gone to yet. And if you haven't been, my guy, you are in for some real pleasure, my friend, as a fight fan. With that being said, the next fight we have to talk about is a women's strawweight bout. Oh wait, I have to give my fucking breakdown here. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
I was thinking that for a second.
I was trying to shy away from it. My watch is yelling at me to walk. It's saying I've been sitting down for too long. Shamrock is better than his record suggests here, Pip. Okay. Like his UFC debut, he faced a Tajikistan standout in Nurullo Aliyev, and he still fought very hard to a hard-fought loss decision. I see this as a highly winnable fight for Rock. He's got a 4-inch reach advantage, 2-inch height advantage, and a more refined skill set. I see this one going to the mat pretty early and pretty often for Rock, and I see Rock sinking a submission while both bodies are still pretty dry. He's got 9 submission wins, with 6 of them coming specifically by way of rear naked chokes. I think the sub prop is pretty fucking live on this one, and I think by rear naked choke specifically, if you can find that specific line, why not just throw a buck on it? Why not? I'm sure it's a fun line. If and when this hits the mat, Rock will get the back and he will sink into submission. I think it's going to be more exciting than you're predicting, my guy.
I think this is going to be a boring fight.
Appreciate it, bro. First UFC event. Let's go.
Yeah.
I only been to Bellator and other small MMA boxing. But I will say, the Bellator event, I only went to one to watch my boy Daniel Gonzalez fight back when I was training at AKA. He won by knockout in like 46 seconds. It was dope. But I digress. It was a very fun event because they do a lot of free activations at those Bellator events. Like we got to meet why am I blanking? Fyodor Emelianenko, Jesus Christ, and get the exclusive bobblehead as well that they only printed for that event. So I have that actually back there in the background. It's right there. I got him to sign it as well.
Yeah, I went to the Louisville card for my first ever UFC event, and it was a great time. It's crazy you're kind of watching them in person than it is watching over the TV, so you're going to have a really good time, especially seeing Izzy fight live. He's going to style on them. And you'll get to meet some cool people. I met Chris Kurtis and Dan Mergliotta when I was there.
Hit the beer lines often because the fighters will be there. That's badass time, money. Let's go. I've been to 3 BKFCs and 1 UFC and a few local events. That's fire, bro. Nice. I haven't been to a BKFC event. Would you recommend that? I would be interested, I think.
Brian's been to 3 of them. I think so.
I feel like he's a fan. So yeah, I'm taking Shimrock, Shaq Rock, however the fuck you sliced it. I'm taking The Rock in this one. I think he's going to hold it down. I don't think Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady is, as Bruce Lee said, water. I don't think that water is gonna crack that rock. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens, bro. Holloway versus Aldo was the headliner. That's fucking fire. This is gonna date how old I am. My first UFC event I went to live was Matt Brown versus Robbie Lawler.
Damn, you're old as fuck. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Fuck off, Kevin Hart. Damn. How old are you? Like, I'm 51. Damn. That's one of my favorite clips, bro. Just such an honest reaction.
Damn. Yeah.
And Don Cheadle just gets so annoyed. He's like mother. If you could read faces, his face says motherfucker. The fuck did you just say? The sound of bare knuckle smashing against the face live is wild, Olin. I'm gonna feel like I'm back home in a bar in Louisiana on a drunken night. The watermelon being smashed sound. Oh, that's a fuck. What a graphic to paint, my guy. Jesus Christ. Holy smokes. That's yeah. My best analogy like that I can describe is have you ever heard a baseball bat hitting someone's bone? Yeah. That's what it sounded like when Chito Vera knocked out Dominic Cruz in person. We were, I think, 7 rows away from the cage. And the sound echoed. It was a small stadium. And it just echoed through the stadium, bro. It was disgusting. And the way Dom's body hit the floor, and they cut the commercial for you guys probably, I was like, oh my God. He might be dead. It was scary, bro. It was scary like that Jack Hermanson one I was telling you about. Speaking of scary, before we talk about this last fight, let's talk about the fight that got canceled here, folks. Melissa Dixon and Luana Carolina. Melissa Dixon fights her way into the UFC. I mean, gets the chance to fight in front of a home crowd. Makes the weight. And her opponent misses by not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, 8 fucking pounds. Like, she's closer to the next weight class up than she is to the cutoff for the weight class that she competes in. She didn't even try. I feel bad for this lady. I pray that they at least pay Melissa Dixon her show money and give her a nice seat in the arena, pan to her with the camera at least. Give her some kind of light, man, because it's been a dark day for her, I feel. I'm assuming you saw this news as well, Pip?
I did. I mean, she was crying on the scale too when she made weight. So I mean, it was either a rough weight cut as well, and then we saw Nora, missed by 8 pounds, which was absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm hoping she comes around quick. I was really looking forward to seeing her fight. Even with that, I mean, I hope they give her a good, her purse just for making the weight and showing up and whatnot. Because Laura kind of fucked that one up. And one question I did have is it Melissa Mullins or Melissa Dixon? Has she been married or something?
She did get married. I don't know which one is the new one. I'll tell you right now, actually, because I feel like, I think it's No Mess Mullins now. You're right.
Okay, Melissa.
She
Mullins.
entered the UFC as Melissa Dixon. Yeah, she got married since then. So
Shout out to
good on
America.
her. Good on her. Good on her. And cheers, folks. We've almost hit the hour mark. If you've been tuning in this long and you haven't done so yet, like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications, folks. And if you're drinking, raise one up and drink with us. Cheers to you. Happy Friday. Made it through another one.
And rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Oh. My guy. Intimidating angels in heaven right now.
To Chuck, man. To Chuck. My guy. What a sad, sad loss for the world. Genuinely, Chuck was one of the good ones, man. I feel like he was not only a fantastic actor and fantastic martial artist actor, but he actually did it, bro. Like, he fought for real. Also, one of the, three Americans that Bruce Lee trained. So, come on. Rest in peace. I feel like he was the last of the Americans that Bruce Lee trained that was still alive. So, I'd imagine those guys are doing a cheers up in heaven, folks. Maybe they're hitting a sparring session right now, but my gosh. Chuck and Bruce running it back in heaven right now. Tyler Betts. That's one of the first things I thought, bro, is they got to be running it back up there, bro. They got to be running it back up there. Just tuning in. Cheers, fellas. I'll rip a blinker to Matt. Shiesty, my guy. I ripped a blinker right before I did that as well. So we're right there with you, brother. We're right there with you. Now, in the fight that we are here to talk about last, we have Chanel Deer coming in against Ravena Oliveira in the women's strawweight division. I think Chanel Deer, coming off a loss in the Contender Series, but still getting a contract, like, good for her. Also gets to make her UFC debut essentially in her backyard at the London O2 Arena. Meanwhile, her opponent, she's already been here, and she's coming off her first UFC loss. Though I'm not happy about the half-pound weight miss here, right? She weighed in a half-pound over the cutoff. I think Ravena is going to look to come out here, get back to form, and find her way to a finish. I'm taking Ravena Oliveira here. I'm taking the dog, and I'm taking her by TKO. Probably early on, round 1 or round 2. I think she's going to come into this one looking to be very aggressive, land big shots early, and stop Deer early. Welcome to the UFC, Chanel. Tough draw of the straw, but I'm taking the opposition in this one. I just think that realistically, especially at the weigh-in, Ravena Oliveira looked very tame, very relaxed. Her opponent looked very hyped up by the crowd, very kind of, I don't want to say overconfident, but maybe too confident, and that's a scary draw for me. So I like the dog in this one. I was back and forth on this pick up until I watched the ceremonial weigh-ins and watched the stare down, and I like the energy of Ravena a lot better. I got to go with the energy I saw here, so give me Oliveira here by TKO.
Yeah, and I like the way we're ending this because I'm going to be on the opposite side with you, and I'm going to go against the weigh-ins here. I'm going to go with my initial pick, but yeah, it definitely made it a little tough to pick. I see what you're saying on that, but Chanel Dyer, I mean, she's a decent boxer. She's got a good kicking game as well. But my one big problem with Chanel is that she could just drop her hands, and I don't know why.
I was going to say the hands come down as she moves forward every time she throws.
Oh my god, and it drives
me nuts.
That's the one problem that kind of bothers me. For the life of me, I have no idea why she does it. She's making her UFC debut. She's got a loss in Dana White Contender Series, but she's racked up a few wins in PFL. Oliveira, I think she's more of a scrappy striker. She throws a lot of power, but I think they are wild exchanges when she does get in the pocket. I think she can leave her hands down as well, which I think could also be a problem. With that, I think Chanel Dyer is, I think she's just a little bit of a better striker. The fact that she drops her hands worries me, but I feel like both of these girls kind of drop their hands. I feel like the grappling is kind of on a similar level, but they're both better offensively, but they're not really good at getting back to their feet. So I'm going to take Chanel Dyer on this one. I think she's going to get it done by decision. I think the striking is just going to be a little bit more technical, and she's got heart as well. She's got decent cardio. She can mix up the strikes and her grappling if she does include, some of the takedowns as well. I think she's just a little bit better in most of those areas. So give me Chanel Dyer by decision on this one.
I'm not mad at it, but I appreciate Grimy here. Damn, Oliveira's a big doggo and place a little bet. I'm going to do half a unit on this one. Look, if your units are $50, $25 gets you $93.75 back. If your units are $10, right? You put $5 on it, you get $18.75 back. I don't care what size your units are. I like this one. I'm putting half of my units on it. And I think it's going to help restack the bank that we have depleted this year. It's been a tough betting year, but I really do like the bets that we've made so far. Let's actually look at the lines now that we're at the end of the show, or rather the end of the fight card, not the show. Let's see. Do we want to do a parlay? All right, you know what? Let's do the we fucking agree parlay, huh? Mason Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mason Jones.
Nathaniel Wood?
Nathaniel Wood gets it done.
Okay. That's plus 449 already. For a two-legger. $25 into 112. We'll do a half unit on that. And we're gonna keep kind of round robining those or building that parlay. Let's see.
Curtis Campbell.
We both like Campbell. Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup, my guy. Boom. He's only minus 250 as well. That buffs it up to 669. So let's see. A half unit on that gets you 3.34 units back. That's nasty work. All right. Boom. Half unit on that. That's fire. And then let's run those back. Mason Jones. Nathaniel Wood is the anchor for this shit, bro. Plus 225. I'm gonna throw a unit on him, I think. Just outright. Let's see. Michael Page, we both agreed on.
Yep.
Minus 185 on that. That's fire. That increases it to plus over 1,000. It's over 1,000. Plus 1,084 to be exact. So you put 25 on that, you get 271 back. I like that. It's a solid little four-legger.
I think that might have been the original manga. It was like it's over 4,000 or something. And
It's over 9,000.
Yeah.
Olin got Wood for Wood. I like the guy, bro. I like the guy.
Nathaniel Wood and Francis Marshall are like my two favorite fighters outside of the rankings right now.
You put one unit on Nathaniel Wood, you get 2.25 units back. That's stupid good odds. You gotta drop it. That's stupid good odds. It's one unit. Come on. All right. Who else we got here?
Wood all day, Wood all night. I love it, Western Mass.
Wood all day, Wood all night. Let's go, Western Mass. WMC, my guy. All right. Let's see here. You like. Wait, Shimrock is a favorite now?
I'm telling you, you got to switch your bet on that.
Shimrock is a favorite now.
Al-Selwady's getting it done.
Why would I switch my bet on that? He's a favorite, and I'm getting dog points for him on the dog competition.
Oh, well then.
Grimy.
You're good.
Shh,
You're good.
Don't tell Leroy, bro. Don't do it. Don't tell him. Don't tell that guy. I don't want him to know. Yeah, we can't tell Leroy this. This number one bullshit, Leroy. You can't trust this guy. Grimy, you can't trust this guy. His name Grimy. Come on, brother. This number one bullshit. Wood by morning, Blue Chew by night, all day. Oh, I was hoping somebody was gonna find a way to do the Joe Rogan comment. That's so good, bro. That's so good. Wood by morning, Blue Chew by night, all day. So good. Somebody clip that. Tag me. That's fantastic. All right. I'm going to do an all dogs go to heaven card here.
Okay.
Every dog that I'm picking. I'm curious to see how stupid the odds will be. So I like Dolidze plus 300. I like Nathaniel Wood plus 225. Who else do I like that's a dog? I don't like Danny Silva. I don't like Sola.
Danny Silva either.
I don't like Sam Patterson. Sorry, bud. Aswell? Nope. Can't do it. Lerone Murphy, I do like. No, Trocoli. Get fucked, kid. Plus 550 for a reason.
I think Murphy right there is gonna ruin your whole parlay there.
What if I do it? What if I do it with and without Murphy?
Okay, yeah,
Fucking
I'm with it. I'm with it.
So half a unit into 6. Wait, hold on. Half a unit into 6 units. That's, you can suck my unit.
I was taking a drink. Son of a bitch.
The timing on that was actually fantastic. The timing on that was great. Holy shit, that's good. It's so good. Okay, let's see here. Oh my god. When you add Lerone Murphy to it, it's plus 3,670. So let's see.
The odds are juicy.
Yeah, half unit gets you 18.35 back. I mean, like stupid juiced odds. We're doing it. And then I don't think. Oh, Ravenna. Oh my god, this is gonna be the stupidest parlay I've ever put in. But if it hits, we're basically set for the year.
I was gonna say, watch it
and for the next year. If it does, bro, I mean, it's gonna be nasty work from your boy. I love that you didn't deny that Roman Dolidze is gonna blow it, but you're like, Lerone Murphy, he's gonna blow that parlay for you, man. I can't tell you enough.
I got a feeling.
I can't stress it enough, big guy.
I'm just trying to help a brother out. That's it.
I fucking love it, dude.
Fuck the Dolidze. You might have convinced me, but I'm rocking with Duncan.
Brother, let me tell you this 4-leg parlay. This is the stupidest odds I've ever seen in my life. If this hits, I'm retiring. I might not bet again. That's a lie. That was 1,000% a lie.
You are fake news.
It's facts. It's facts.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
It's gonna be me if this hits and I continue to bet.
With NBC.
So Ravenna Oliveira plus 400. That's a good line. Lerone Murphy plus 190. Roman Dolidze plus 300. Nathaniel Carved of Wood plus 225. All together to make plus 18,750 odds.
Damn.
A half unit gets you 93.75 back. Put it into perspective real quick. If your units are $50 and you put $25 on this, you get $4,687.50 back. If your units are $10 and you put $5 on this, you get $937.50 back. And if your units are $5 and you just put $2.50 on this, you get $468.75 back. Like, the odds are oddsing. I like it. Didn't Roman steal JP Bay's wife? No. Did he? Stop. Are you fucking, hold on. She was cheating on him with Roman Dolidze. Oh my god, bro.
That's pretty crazy.
I also heard that it was true that JP Baez only married Cheyenne Velismus to get his visa in order to get into the UFC. So it is a bit of a two-way tale there. As they say, as it were.
I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
there are two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How did you miss that? No, I did know that she was cheating. I did know that she was cheating with another fighter in the UFC. I just did not realize it was Roman Dolidze. Like
this is the first
named
time
fighter.
I've ever heard of this.
Oh, dude, there's so much UFC drama. And then like Tim Elliott hates Megan. Fuck, what's her name? Megan, the tall, lanky one that is a meme for being so scared walking into the arena to fight Amanda, the GOAT.
Amanda Nunes?
Amanda Nunes. Oh my God, what's her name? MMA fighter. It was Megan something.
Megan Anderson?
Megan Anderson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
That's her. Australian. Megan Anderson. Yeah. There's so much drama, bro. So much drama.
I just watched the fights, man.
Oh, Anderson, read chat. Grimy.
Sorry, Grime.
I do be slipping sometimes. I apologize. I apologize for what I did to you. And you know what, Pip? Because I love you and I trust you, we're gonna do a Bizarro parlay. Okay. We're gonna do a Bizarro parlay. Right? I know you don't like this, brother. I know you don't like this, Lerone Murphy. So we're gonna do Movsar Evloev.
Okay.
Right? And I know you don't like Roman Dolidze.
I don't, so give me Duncan.
You like CLD. We still get pretty juiced odds with this. Okay. Plus 2,834. So you put 25 on it, you get 708 back.
I'm liking it already.
We're doing it. We locked it out. And then we got Nathaniel Wood and Ravenna on that one. Because Ravenna just juices the odds. You think, you were about to say she's going to throw the whole thing.
I was going to say she's going to fuck it up, dude.
My guy's a straight douchebag tonight. All right. We'll play your fucking game, kid. Let's go there. Let's go there. CLD, this fucking guy. He's like, no, take the juice off the odds. Go ahead.
How much juice is it?
I mean, it's a decent amount of juice. So,
look, I'm trying to win you money here, not trying to piss it all away.
So the question is, do we put Chanel Deer on there? Because that adds like 180 points to the juice. So
well then,
okay,
yeah,
so
you got to.
Right? Okay. So 25 gets you 148. We'll do that. There we go.
I know which one's gonna hit.
He gets cocky. I agree. He does. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Hot take. Megan Anderson is hot. It's a hot take. You're good. I do my co-host thing. You do.
We need you, Grimy.
I mean, you are the best co-host, bro. Like, I appreciate you coming through. I feel like you're a good co-pilot too. You know what I mean? Like you got the iPod Nano, hitting it on shuffle, with the dopest tracks. All right, folks, that's it. We're here. Into the show. Cheers to you. Cheers to us. If you haven't done so, again, like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And on to the next one for us. Cheers to you.
Cheers, Grimy.
And to Chuck Norris as well. Again, man. My gosh. I'm going to have to watch an old Chuck Norris movie tonight, I feel.
I know.
Yeah. Gonna have to figure it out. Maybe watch some Walker, Texas Ranger. You know? The episode where he wrestles a bear. Khabib style. Anyway, if you've stayed this long, look, folks, we appreciate you being here. Do us a huge favor. Let us know below in the comments after we wrap the show. And what that means is let the show finish. Refresh the feed. That way your comments stay. They're not just in the live comments, though we love the live comments. The other ones really, really help the channel grow. Leave your bets. And if you're not betting, that's okay. Tell us your favorite Chuck Norris scene or movie in the comments below, so that way we know what we should be watching tonight and enjoying, folks, in his honor. And if you none of the above, if you nothing else at all we ask is that you keep on going and you keep on growing, and we really, truly hope we see you next time. Let's go, folks.
You've been listening to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. As you may have been able to tell, we dig the MMA, and our passion is to dive deep into the upcoming fights, give you our expert breakdowns, and help you make sense of all the chaos that is the fight game. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, make sure to find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at MMAnomaly. Be cool, and we'll see you next time.